This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is Not America's Sweetheart, Davian. And
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy Jane.
This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
This is the show pony, Reese Ramone, and you're listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today. The trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I am, of course, your host, James J., and it's a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with the show pony, Reese Ramone.
Hey, thank you for that introduction. Hey, I appreciate it. You make me sound awesome.
Absolutely. We like to do it big here on Wrestling With.
Hey, me too. I'm over the top, too. I like that. So that's good. That's good.
Speaking of over the top, where is the show pony going to show off next, event-wise?
So, okay. This is a great little time. So, I am normally extremely busy during the months of August and September with Marshall University football games. I am on the majorette line at Marshall University, and which means I'm a part of the band. And so there's just a lot of stuff that happens next month. I start back to band camp really early in August. Band camp is like 2 weeks total, I think, actually. And it goes right into the beginning of school. So I'm going to be out for a while wrestling. You know, if something comes my way and I'm available to do it, I absolutely will. But the next place for sure I know you can find me at, besides the Marshall University home football game, my next wrestling appearance is September 14th in Spencer, West Virginia for Route 33 Wrestling against the Unwilting Tatiana. So that's where I'll be next. But don't worry, I will still be training, still posting this and that. I never quit posting. And I like to keep fans updated on everything I'm doing. So, yeah, I've just been busy doing other stuff, and it's starting to get that time. And that's where I'll be next. So we've got a long little wait here for a minute before I'm back in the ring again in front of a crowd.
And of course, where can we find you posting social media wise?
On my social media, so I have TikTok, Instagram, Threads technically too, and X, Twitter X, whatever you want to call it. It's all at Reese Show Pony, REESE Show Pony. It's all under that, and I don't have Facebook, so if you see a Facebook, it is not real. I know there are some fake accounts up there, and I know there are some fake accounts on X as well. So everything that is me is under Reese Show Pony, and that's where you can find me at.
Right, and merchandise?
Merchandise, I'm working on it. I wanted to set up something on Big Cartel. That's in the works right now. And other than that, you can DM me for any 8x10s or anything like that on those accounts, and I will be able to get it to you. But that's all in the works right now. I've got some merchandise ideas I'm trying to come up with, but as of right now, you can DM me.
Okay. And you don't have to go looking for it. All of the links to all her social media will be in the description of the video below, both on YouTube and Castbox.
Yay! Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, you just mentioned it. You'll be doing other things for August, September, busy with other things. Being out of pro wrestling for that long, because, people, some wrestlers go week to week, month to month. having that time off, what is like your mindset? Does it kind of give you perspective on your pro wrestling?
So, I started professional wrestling in my second semester of college during the spring semester, so I didn't have to deal with football games and stuff. And I'd actually started training it was still kind of in the middle of the COVID pandemic, but it was coming off the COVID pandemic. And then after that, every semester and everything like that, I have spent taking some time away, being away off the road from wrestling. So I love having so much stuff to do that is not indirectly wrestling related to being on the road and stuff like that. I feel like it really enhances wrestling, and my mindset for all of that is to just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm really happy with where I am. I'm really happy with doing school and wrestling. It's not easy by any means. I'm currently in school to be an electrical and computer engineer. Those aren't easy courses, but I believe that you can never have your education taken away from you. So I really think it's important to have that. And I believe in just being a student of life and being a multifaceted individual. And I still go to training. So it's never not like wrestling's in the forefront of everything. I stay in the ring. I train on Tuesdays and Thursdays with Bobby Blaze. And I go and I stay and I watch matches. I watch promos. I'm thinking of things. I'm always writing stuff down. If I hear something in music I like, or if I have this I want to promote, or if I think this would be good to post, and constantly branding myself. My mind is never off professional wrestling. And it doesn't necessarily take a back seat, but I think everything that I do outside of professional wrestling enhances what I bring to the table as not only just a wrestler, but a talent, and what services I can provide to a show. Because, you're not just getting someone who's training for professional wrestling, and I'm not knocking anyone who just does wrestling, but with me, you're getting someone who's educated, you're getting someone who has that D1 athlete gravitas attached to that, and you're getting someone that brings a lot more to the table. And so my mind is never off professional wrestling. It just happens to be in the midst with everything else, and it's always in the forefront because this is my dream. This is what I want to do, and I love professional wrestling with everything in me. So I'm just so lucky I get to do all of it, but my mind's always focused on it.
So what you're saying is you're not a one-trick pony. You are a multiple-trick
No,
pony.
I love that. No, I've just always, like, even before I started training into professional wrestling, I've always just been, like, so involved in everything. I grew up doing dance and twirling, and I know how to play the bass guitar. Like, I know how to read music. I've been very heavy into music. I kind of played sports, but it wasn't my thing. I've done little theater stuff before. Like, I love art. I love making art and creating, like, visual art as well. And so it's just all that stuff, staying busy, just kind of took into when I started with professional wrestling. And it's been really, really fun, like, finding my footing within branding and stuff, and how I can bring my individuality into wrestling and what that means in the like, what I consider the extended conversation of professional wrestling.
Okay. And speaking about wrestling accolades, you wrestled the Undead Bride, Sue Young.
I love Sue. Yeah, I did.
Can you tell us about that experience?
So I've actually wrestled Sue a couple of times, and I did actually have the awesome opportunity to do, like, be a part of like a mini training seminar with Sue, and I love Sue Young. It was awesome. The matches were great. They were so fun. Learning from her is just such a different level. If anyone out there that's a wrestler and is training and stuff gets the opportunity to work with Sue, take it, because her seminars are so different. They're so hands-on. They're so creative. She's awesome. I can't say enough about her, and she's just willing to help everyone, and she's really a great person to have in a locker room, and she's really focused on helping younger talent, newer talent learn and develop, and it was awesome. I loved wrestling her, and those are some matches I'm very thankful I got to have, and that is a connection I'm so thankful I got to make. So I have absolutely nothing negative to say. I had the most fun in the world in the ring with Sue, and my first match was a mixed tag. It was her and Misery versus myself and Dylan McQueen, and then the second one was a gauntlet match with Sarah Bubbles, myself, and her. And they were both just awesome learning experiences. So I can't say enough how thankful I am for Sue and learning from Sue and being in the ring with Sue. And I hope to see her again down the road. I hope it happens soon.
Well, you mentioned her. Can you tell us about your rivalry with Sarah Bubbles?
Well, it's been a while. I haven't, sorry y'all, I've got so much stuff, I forget stuff, so I leave out some details, I'm sorry. You know, that was years ago when I first started really getting out there in terms of professional wrestling. We've had matches at other promotions, but I haven't really been in the ring with Sarah Bubbles as much in a while. So, you know, she's doing her thing and I'm doing mine, and I'm happy with what I'm doing. That rivalry kind of died a little while ago, and I've been wrestling a lot more with Micah recently. It's kind of shifted. I wrestled her a lot, and now I'm wrestling Micah a lot at different places. So that's just kind of what happens, you know, back and forth, wins and loss trades, you know.
Right.
Yeah. That's it. I don't have much to comment on it. 'Cause it's been so long ago. There's some good matches in that, you know. But now I've been wrestling Micah a lot more places currently.
Is that, you mentioned, you wrestled Sarah a lot, you're wrestling Micah a lot now. Do you prefer wrestling, the same person multiple times and kind of getting a flow with them? Or do you like the, maybe the unpredictability of, having a variety of opponents?
I honestly would love to have a more variety of opponents where I'm at, and I would love to reach out their network and travel. That's what it's about. But, you got to learn everything in wrestling, so it doesn't hurt to have a program with someone and learn how to wrestle the same person, learn how to make it different and entertaining each time. It's certainly, I love wrestling Micah. It's certainly not something I'm ever down about. I love wrestling Micah. It just so happens to happen a lot. So we've had a lot of great hard-hitting matches. We most recently had one at the Charleston Regatta for Regatta Pro Wrestling, and they're great. If you all see them ever out in Charleston, they do a lot of stuff for the city of Charleston, and their next show September 6th. I won't be there, but they're great, and I definitely recommend checking out their shows. But yeah, that was probably one of the best matches we've had together. I mean, we've wrestled each other in front of small crowds. We've wrestled each other in arenas. It's just so happens to be what's happening right now. And I love wrestling Micah, but I mean, I'm always down for a new challenge, a new opponent. And I'm down to see what magic can be made. So, yeah.
Now, another big moment would be wrestling Kamille for the NWA Women's Championship.
Yeah.
What did it mean to you to wrestle for that championship? Obviously, a very prestigious championship in pro wrestling.
Yes.
And obviously, Kamille, one of the hardest hitting women in pro wrestling.
Yes. I enjoyed my match with Kamille. I really enjoyed working with Kamille, wrestling Kamille. Wrestling for the NWA Women's title, the Burke, was awesome. And I think it was actually, I wrestled her like on the day of like her, it might have been 700 day. I don't want to say exactly, but it was one of the anniversary reigns of like how many days she had held it too. So that fun fact. But yeah, that was really cool. It was really awesome to wrestle Kamille. It was really cool to wrestle for the NWA Women's Championship as well. And I would love to work with the NWA someday. That would be really cool. So it meant a lot to me, and it was just kind of like a little surreal moment because like I think I'd only been wrestling for like 2 years, and to wrestle for like a title that prestigious with that background, you know, and I'm a big women's like wrestling fan as well as a wrestling fan. I'm a big fan of wrestling history as well, so it's just kind of like surreal to see it and, you know, take the standoff photos with it. It was really neat. I'm not gonna lie, it was really cool. So I'm really thankful for that experience as well.
Now, you know, obviously a big moment. Is that a moment you take in the moment, or is that something that kind of sets in afterwards? Like, wow, I did this. You know, especially considering how much you have going on in everyday life.
Well, that show in particular, I wasn't meant to wrestle for it. That wasn't the original plan. Whoever opponent was supposed to be had gotten sick and they couldn't come. So I wrestled twice that night. The first night was a qualifying match to wrestle for it. Not first night, but first match. And then the second match was the actual NWA Women's title match. And so it was kind of like it was kind of all over the place, a little hectic day. And it was a convention too. So there was like the convention portion where you're setting and you're signing stuff for fans, and then the next one was the pre-show where the qualifying match was, and then the actual match happened. And so I was like super nervous because I was so green, I guess you would say, young. It was like the biggest match of my career at that point too, so I was super nervous. And after that, the match went really well, so I was like, I just did that, and it was like really cool. And so it was kind of like after the fact, because like the day was so hectic and it was unexpected, so it was something I could take in after the fact.
Now, keeping up with, you know, NWA names, you actually tag teamed with Natalia Markova, obviously a big name.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Oh my gosh, that was a long time ago. So it was like it was a 3-on-3 match. That was really cool too. And there were cool people cross-string for me too. Jay Lee and Renee Michelle I was wrestling against as well. So it was a really fun match. I think that was like my third match ever or something crazy like that. And it was another learning experience. Like all of these have been extraordinary learning experiences. that I'm very grateful for, and they've been great. Like, I can't say nothing bad about Kamille or anybody. Like, I've had a great time with that, and that was another good learning experience, was being in the ring with all those awesome women who are extremely talented. So that was just another great experience to have, that I was very fortunate to have so early on in my wrestling career.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's a good time for Reese's Bizarre Adventure. You're a pro wrestler that goes up and down the roads, and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a road story that fits that description?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, let me think. I, honest to God, I have not had anything like crazy happen on the road. I hate to be like such a bummer, but like, I've definitely taken some twisty roads. I've definitely been on some bad routes. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere like, there's not. I mean, I honest to God have not had like a bad road experience yet. And I'm sorry for that, but I'm absolutely make sure I don't have a bad road experience. Like, I do everything in my power. Like, I like make sure like my tires are good. I make sure like my oil's good and everything. Like, there was like, that's it. I'm so sorry. I just don't have a crazy experience at all on the road, because like I do so much to make sure I'm around good people and I won't have a bad experience. So bummer, but like I just have fun wherever I go, and nothing extraordinary like crazy happens out of that. And I make sure my car's always in good shape to go. I'm sorry. Like, I'm scared of having something bad happen.
I love the fact that you're apologizing for just being a safe driver.
I know. I mean, like, I'm not, like, that's another thing. I'm not, like, the world's greatest driver either. Like, I've been in, like, 3 car wrecks. Like, I'm a horrible driver. Just none of them have had, like, anything to do with wrestling. Like, I kind of chilled out and calmed down and made sure my car was safe. Because I was like, I can't keep doing that. But yeah, no. I've just been, like, I'm, like, if I'm traveling with people, the thing is, I don't travel with people often either. I'm usually by myself on the road. And if I am with someone, like, it has to be someone I really like, because I really enjoy my time alone in the car. I just love, like, listening to music and stuff. So it's like, it's got to be someone I really like before I'm in the car with them.
Okay. Now, your ring gear is actually inspired by Freddie Mercury, no?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so let me explain. So it is inspired by Freddie Mercury. I saw that silhouette on JoJo Siwa, actually, for one of the Dancing with the Stars themes. I don't actually know what the theme was, but her and her partner had those kind of jumpsuits on, and the song was Body Language by Queen, and I love that outfit, and I love Freddie Mercury. I'm a huge fan of Queen, and I have been, like, since I was really little. That's one of the first bands I really ever liked. And honestly, I was looking for something different to do, and it was inspired by Freddie Mercury. It was like, there's no better person, you know? I mean, maybe Elton John, because he's a little more extravagant in outfits, but that one was I thought it was really trendy. Which it kind of was. Like, I still haven't seen another female wrestler in an outfit like that. Even, I mean, a lot of people don't want to wrestle in that kind of outfit either. I get a lot of questions on how I do it, but I love it. I love standing out. I love looking different. I love having something that's like glitters everywhere, and I don't have to pick at it all the time in the ring. And it's just awesome. That's just kind of what happened. I've always been a Queen fan. I saw that silhouette, and I knew like which Freddie Mercury outfit it was too. So that's just kind of what happened. It was a great little dance on Dancing with the Stars. I'm a huge fan of Queen and Freddie Mercury, and I talked to my girl who did my outfits for twirling in high school, and I told her I needed this, like I wanted this done. I sent her the photos, and it came out great. And right now it's in repair. The zipper broke at a really important show I wanted to wear it at, and the zipper broke. But I carry all my gear with me, so whatever. But I really wanted to wear it at that show in particular. And so that's just kind of how it came to be. I'm really, like, I made a post saying I was really inspired by queer art, and that's true. I have bought a lot of gear pieces that I wear off drag queens. I'm really inspired by anything extravagant. Another big look inspiration is Exotic Adrian Street.
Hell yeah.
So anything I think it can help me stand out and sparkle and shine, I'll do. But that is my favorite gear. That was like, I want to say that's like the first like professional set I had that I really, really loved. I had a couple sets before that I got made because I thought that's what I was supposed to do, was have those 2-piece sets and look like the whatever I guess female wrestling, what you expect, like the 2-piece cutout.
The default.
Huh?
The default character.
Yeah, kind of like default, but it was like still kind of different, but it wasn't me, and I wasn't comfortable in it, and this and that, and I was picking at it, and it was falling apart and whatever. So I just I was like, wrestling's what I want to do with it for myself, in terms of character and especially look. I'm just gonna go with the people I know can make stuff that looks good on my body, and they know how my body works. I'm not gonna try and be like everyone else, because it ain't working out. So that's just what happened. I got that gear made, and it's either really popular with people or it's really not. So I love it though, so I don't really care. But yeah, it's just what happened.
Really? Who's hating on Freddie Mercury?
Freddie Mercury? No, I don't think anyone's hating on Freddie Mercury. I think people just look at it and they don't know how I stand to wear it in the condition, like in the heat, or like, because it does get really hot, but it's worth it. I mean, it's on for X amount of minutes, but it leaves an impression, so whatever,
Well, that being said, when are we getting Taco Bell inspired gear?
Oh man, I want that so bad. I don't know. I love Taco Bell. I know I made a tweet about that, or X, I don't know. Anyways, it was definitely on Twitter at one point. And I love Taco Bell. Like, I would definitely wear Taco Bell inspired gear. It's probably not going to be soon, because I'm going in a different direction with my next set of gear, and I need it to be in basic collars first to see if I even like the silhouette idea of it. But if it's what I want and it's great, I'm sure the next set will be Taco Bell themed.
Okay. Well, can you just tell us about your love of Taco Bell in general?
Heck yeah, let's go for it. I've ate like Taco Bell for years, and it started when they had like the fiery Dorito Locos Tacos Supremes. I was obsessed with those, and then like I just like grew to love Taco Bell. Like, I love Baja Blast Zero, specifically Zero, and the freezes and stuff. Their cantina menu right now is really good. Like, honestly, I really keep up pretty frequently with Taco Bell. I'm normally ordering like a Crunch Wrap or like the black bean Crunch Wrap. Their power menu bowls are really good too, and they're not bad for you. So, honestly, I just really enjoy Taco Bell. I probably should back off of it. It's not the best thing in the world for you, but it is delicious,
Yes.
and I have loved Taco Bell for years. It's not like a newfound love. I've just always loved Taco Bell, and it's like for a while I was like eating it like all the time. Like I didn't eat other fast food. So, I just really I'm like a huge Taco Bell enthusiast. I have like the app and I have like a lot of points on it. I don't even know how many, but like I'm definitely on like the highest level you can be. So that's okay. But yeah, that's just the short thing about my love for Taco Bell.
You are a reigning champion of Taco Bell, it seems.
Yeah, I wish if they would only acknowledge me. I would love to work with them. We could work together.
Maybe you could get together with Alex Zane, because I know that I don't know if he has a sponsorship with Taco Bell, but I do know he's the only person that Taco Bell Japan actually follows.
No way, that's cool.
Yes.
I didn't. Oh my gosh, Taco Bell Japan. That's kind of cool. That's really neat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds cool. I'll do it.
Now, from your love of Taco Bell to your love-hate relationship with Hot Cheetos?
Oh my gosh, when did I post about that? Oh, yeah, I love Hot Cheetos. I did for a while, like when I was really little. I really, really liked Hot Cheetos, and I know that's not good for you guys. I'm aware, but like I didn't care. But now it's like I can't digest them as good as I used to once upon a time. I joke a lot about Red 40 being in everything. That might be part of it, but yeah, like I really do like Hot Cheetos. I like spicy stuff in general and hot chips in general, but yeah, for a while, like for a few years, I was like obsessed with Hot Cheetos. But I still love spicy food in general. I put like Tabasco sauce on everything. And like the green El Yucateco sauce. It's really good. Hot mustard with like Chinese food is really good. I love spicy stuff. If I'm like not making it spicy, like it's probably like not me. But yeah, I can definitely talk about my former love possible. Like I can't hate Hot Cheetos, but I definitely can't eat them like I used to. So that's kind of sad, but that's okay.
I gotcha. Now, you were on the news, for the Slamboree event. What was that moment like for you?
Big shout out to Adam Harris. He and another wrestler named Bishop Baylor promote that event. Adam Harris got me all those connections and interviews to promote those shows, so big shout out to them. The channel is WK13. It's on my TikTok. The news portion is I think I put the link also in my Instagram bio on my like Linktree thing, but it's also on Instagram too. And it was really cool. It was really fun. The guy who interviewed me, his name was Blake DeJarnot or Nat. I don't mean to mispronounce it, but he did a really great job. He was a wrestling fan, so it was a lot easier to talk to someone that didn't understand wrestling, so that was really nice. It was a nice little article. Like it was a really good little thing, and I'm happy about that, and I was happy with the way it went, and I was happy to promote the Sternwell Slamboree event. It was a really good show. It had a really good turnout, and I'm excited to see Regatta Pro Wrestling grow. because they're ran by great people and they have a really good locker room. And yeah, it was really cool. They just asked me about stuff like personal growing up, because I grew up really close to Charleston. So I had a lot of connections there, and that's why I was chose to do it, is because I had like a lot of home connections there with stuff I did in high school and stuff like that. So I also did the news, and I did a interview for Charleston Daily Mail as well. And then there was like a post-match interview for WWK 13, which you can see a photo of me on my Instagram looking mad. And then there's like photos that were taken by the Charleston Daily Mail after, like during the event as well, I think, that were posted after. So it was really cool. I'm really thankful to get my name out there and get my story out there in that regard to like the general public. And I'm really thankful for that. So it's just another thing I'm thankful for. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I am really grateful for the things that have occurred in my very short time of wrestling. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Now, obviously, you work for FTC. Bobby Blaze, Bronx Boulder. A lot of love, a lot of positive vibes over there. That being said, what's your opinion on Jock Sampson?
That's not a fair question, because I love Jock Sampson. I'm just kidding. That's plenty fair. I love Jock Sampson, actually. He is awesome. He is one of my best confidants in professional wrestling. He's great. I love his work. I love his promos. I love his look. I love him as a person. So I have nothing negative to say about Jock as well. And I talk to Jock quite frequently. So, but I actually really do love Jock Sampson. And I am thankful for his friendship and his advice and everything. And he's making an appearance at Pro Wrestling Conquest on August 9th. So that's probably when I'll see him next. And when everyone else can see him is in that area. And I love Jock, and I think he's great. So that's my opinion on Jock Sampson. Sorry. He is the GOAT. It's true.
All right. We are pro Jock Sampson.
I am definitely pro Jock Sampson. Sorry, y'all.
Now, you were actually in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I don't think it gets more Americana than that. What was what was that experience like, being in one of the biggest parades in the world?
Okay, well, I was 13. So let me think for a minute. So that was 9 years ago. I had just turned 13. I was with my dance studio, and I was selected to go, and I went with the group. Like, the group overall was called Spirit of America Productions. I went in 2015, and it was a Christmas themed dance, and I'm just like a little gingerbread man, and you can see it on my Instagram somewhere. It was really cool. It was really cold. It was a good experience that I'm also thankful for. I'm trying to think. I got to do a lot of cool stuff on that trip. I got to see the Rockettes and Radio City Music Hall do their Christmas Spectacular. I wish I would have had better seats so I could have saw the outfits up close, but that's okay. And I actually saw Hamilton live at Richard Rogers Theater with the original cast the first year it was out. So that's an experience too, because that blew up Broadway. That became one of the biggest Broadway productions probably ever. And I got to see it with the original cast, like Lin-Manuel and everybody. I think Jonathan Groff from Glee was in it too, as King George. I hope I'm not messing that up. I don't want to sound awful. I know my history. I have a minor in history. But Yeah, it's King George. So I was like in the third row for that too. So that was really cool. I'm trying to think of what else. I got to see a lot of cool little things. There was a restaurant I really liked there called Oliverios, and I think it was like where they kept it open late for like the late show and stuff. I would love to go back to New York and like experience it as a grown adult, and not on someone else's schedule. I am very thankful for that experience, and it was really cool being a part of that like huge parade with like 600 to 800 like other girls dancing. There were like 2 guys and like a crap ton of other girls, and it was really neat, and I am very thankful for it. And I would love to just go back and experience New York like as a normal, just because like there was stuff I didn't get to do. Like I want to go to the Guggenheim. I did go to the Museum of Modern Art, and I saw Starry Night in person. And so there's just a ton of other stuff I want to do in New York, but I did do that, and it was really cool to be a part of that experience, and I am very thankful for it. I think Spirit of America still exists, but you can only see it, like, you can only see that part of the parade, like them, and then they have like the Spirit of America cheerleaders. So I think you can only see them on like NBC or something weird. It's like really weird. But it was really neat, and it was another surreal moment. But like I got to kind of like soak that up while it was happening. So it was really neat though.
All right. Now, I mentioned it before. Reese Ramone is not just a one-trick pony. She is a multiple-trick pony. That being said, you can rap all of the words to Basic Dugonomics by John Cena.
At one point, I definitely could. That is true. I did tweet about that. I don't know if I can do that anymore, but I love that song. Yeah.
Would you like to give it a go?
No. I really don't think I can do it anymore. However, at one point I really could, and that was just like another thing that came out of college. So that was just a fun morning at like 6 a.m. in college. So yeah, I definitely like tweeted that. I'm not able to back it up anymore, and I'm sorry about that, but there are a lot of iconic lines in there too. So
oh yeah,
someone's got to learn it. I may relearn it.
All right, maybe once you relearn it, we could have you back on and you could perform it.
Yeah, sure. Anyways, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, or maybe I'll post a video and tag you in it or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Improve it.
Well, can you tell us about that time you ranked the tri-state Walmarts?
Oh my god. How deep did you go through my stuff?
I do my research.
For anyone that doesn't know me, I live in the tri-state area of like where Marshall University is. It's in the tri-state area of Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia. And there's like a very clear like distinction between the level and caliber of Walmart. Like the Ashland and South Point Walmarts are really nice. I probably didn't rank them up there. I know I definitely probably ranked Ashland like way too high than like what it deserved to be, which is sad. But I was 18 and knew nothing better, and that's okay. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can find it. But yeah, like that was definitely a moment of time, and I definitely had friends that were supporting that behavior, and they ranked them with me. So there's one in Huntington, South Point, Ashland. South Point's in Ohio, Ashland is in Kentucky. Barbersville might have been one. There's supposedly one in Wayne, West Virginia, but like I swear to God, like I don't know where it's at. Like I have no clue where it's at all. And I need to look that up if it's like actually a thing or not. And the only reason like I think it's a thing, and I mean it has to exist, because like at one point they were like releasing like monopolies of like the towns, and they had one called like Wayneopoly. And like I'm not trying to down on Wayne or anything, but anyone that knows like where Wayne, West Virginia is, or what it's like very like parts of it are extremely rural and parts of it are really like might as well be Huntington. So that's why I got like really confused. Like I swear like I've never been able to find it, and it sounds dumb, but like I just kind of like gave up on trying to find it. So they were saying that those like Wayneopoly like sets were at the Wayne Walmart, and I'm like, where even is the Wayne Walmart? I don't know. But that's been like a while, and I really did rank them. But like that was just like me being bored like in college, because like I started my freshman year of college during COVID. So that's just kind of what happened, and I had access to the internet. So that's what happened. Sorry. Like I'm trying to like think. You're asking me something like, wow, like I can't believe it really is like a testament that the internet is forever. And I want everyone to know that the internet's forever, and that even like the dumb questions you ask, like when you're like locked in your bedroom and you can't like get out, they're still gonna be there when you get out. Like I never thought the pandemic was gonna end. But it did, and now these tweets are here to haunt me, and that's okay.
Well, let's get into another topic.
Okay, let's do it.
Does Reese listen to the Ramones?
Okay, so this is a good question. I actually have. So there was like a moment in time where I was like really into punk music. Like I really like the Dead Kennedys as well. I had like an obsession with them for a while. I do listen to the Ramones. I like the Ramones a lot. I really enjoy like what is it? I Want to Be Sedated or something. Yeah, I like their music. I actually really do like the Ramones. Like and that in fact is where the last name came from, was the Ramones album. So yeah, I do listen to them, but it was from my trainer Bobby who came up with that part, because someone like one of his sons had gifted him like a Ramones album, and I already had the Reese part, and he was like, what about Ramone? And then like, yeah, and I was like, let's do it, because like I'm just up for a character challenge. Let's just create an entire character. So I like, that is the one thing I had like no actual decision in, was my name. Like obviously I said yes or no to it, but I wasn't gonna say no to it anyways. But that is like the one thing I did not create. I like took the show pony part. But yeah, the Ramones came from Bobby. And I did actually listen to him, because I had like a boyfriend in high school that listened to him, and that's how I found out about the Ramones. And then I liked them. And then, yeah, so I do actually like the Ramones.
Well, that's a great segue into the colossal question. Let's say they're making a movie about you. Every movie has a soundtrack. What would be the first 3 songs on your movie soundtrack?
I actually want a reality. I really do think my life could be made into a movie. It's very chaotic. Every day is something just off the wall, and that's not how I chose my life. Anyways, I'm trying to think. I'm really into ZZ Top right now.
Oh yeah.
So I would probably have to say "Give Me All Your Lovin'" by ZZ Top or "Sharp Dressed Man." Either one of those is fine. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, because that song has a lot of meaning to me as a person, and in a lot of events in my life. And probably, I mean, obviously I can't leave I mean, there's just a lot that are automatically going to be in there that have
Right.
to be in there.
Well, I mean, you have
Honestly,
a lot of. Oh, continue.
you know, I'm just going to be honest. So I'm a big fan of this show. My Name is Earl. And so every like song that's on that show ever in the 4 seasons, it was like on TV. It would probably be in that, because like someone like, shout out to whoever took the liberty of like going and finding every single song and putting it into a playlist on Spotify from the show My Name is Earl is awesome, and I really thank them. But that's like a really good mix of songs, because it's got like Leonard Skinner on it and stuff. I'm a huge Leonard Skinner fan. Let's see. Okay, let me just pull it up because I listened to it. So it's got Thunderstruck on it. It's perfect. It's got like ELO and like, oh my gosh, what else? Wow, it's got Money for Nothing by Dire Straits and Jump Around and stuff. Like, it's perfect. Steve Miller Band, I really like them. Elton John, of course, the Rolling Stones, David Lee Roth, Paul McCartney, like Jay Giles Band. Like, I wrecked, like, my first car wreck, Centerfold was playing by Jay Giles Band, so that's another one's gonna have to be there. Freebirds on it, Working Man by Rush. Geddy Lee is what inspired me to play bass, so obviously we're gonna have a Rush song in there at some point. Oh my gosh,
This sounds like a fantastic soundtrack.
this is a really loaded question. Yeah. Barracuda's in there. I love the Charlie's Angels movie, so like, and that's in there too. Whoever Big Boy is on Spotify, thank you for making that My Name is Earl soundtrack, because it's awesome, and I think it would also be the perfect one for my life. It's got Black Betty on there too. It's really cool. Y'all go look it up.
It already sounds like a best-selling album just right off the bat.
Yeah, it's huge. There have to be a lot of contracts, a lot of signatures. But yeah, that right there is like a pre-made soundtrack. So it's perfect.
Now that we have the soundtrack down, everybody knows you get the soundtrack first, then you write the script, and then you go to casting. Who plays Reese? And you can't say yourself because you were obligated to make a Stan Lee-esque cameo.
Hold on. Who's gonna play me? Jennifer Coolidge? No, I'm just kidding. That'd be hilarious. I want Jennifer Coolidge to play me. Why not?
Absolutely, we could get her. We have unlimited budget.
Great. Yeah, Jennifer Coolidge. Who are the other characters?
What do you mean?
What was the other part of the question? You said I had to make a cameo in there?
Yes, no, that's just a context for that you can't say yourself.
Oh, okay, cool. It's gonna be like Stan Lee and all the Marvel movies.
Yeah. You're making a cameo in your own movie.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
that'd be cool.
Now that we have you casted, every movie has a supporting cast.
Oh,
Who
God.
would be 3 people significant to you and your story that would be in your movie, and who would play them?
Obviously my parents, but I don't know who would play my parents. I honestly cannot tell you who would play my parents.
That's fine. We could leave
it would have to be in there. My best friend Catherine would have to be in there. Shout out Catherine. I would probably make her be played by like Margot Robbie or something. She's really pretty and tall and blonde, and skinny, tiny little thing. I hope I don't get canceled for saying that, but she's like model. She looks like a model. Anyways, I'm trying to think. I mean, I've had like so many coaches. Bobby Blaze would have to be in there because I'm sure a lot of it would be centered around wrestling. So, yeah, I don't know who would play Bobby though. That man is himself. There is no one. Like, the only person I could really think they cast would be my best friend is Margot Robbie, because like she just looks like Margot Robbie.
We could leave
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. There's just like I have so many people. Like, I've had so many coaches in my life. And then, like, obviously, like, I have a lot of lore. So, like, I've had a lot of issues as well. So there's got to be, like, people to play those because those supervillains, you know.
I got you.
I know. There's a lot going on. I've got a lot going on.
Well, we could definitely leave the rest up to casting.
Yeah, definitely. I'll just hire them and do it. Let them do it. Yeah.
Either way, it does sound like a blockbuster. And you can.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, continue.
Yeah, it'd be good for like Hallmark. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, like, yeah.
And you could pre-order the tickets now.
Yeah, for sure. Somewhere on a scam link. No, I'm just kidding. But one day.
On to a controversial subject. Pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
Honestly, I don't care. Like, the thing is like, I'll eat anything on a pizza. I've had pineapple on pizza, and I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't mind it.
Okay,
so that's my stance. I don't care. But like, if it's on there, I'm not gonna say no to eating it.
I gotcha. What's your spirit Pokemon?
Oh my god, I'm not even into Pokemon. I can't answer that. But if I were to be like just based off like moments in time, it would be like, I guess, a Charizard, but not for like the reason that like other people would have, because I'm not that into Pokemon. Like, it would be because of that, like, this one guy who used to like hold card shows, and like he pulled out like some level 9 Charizard, and it was like worth thousands of dollars. So I guess that. But I mean, like, that's like the one thing that, and like Transformers are just like two things I never got into. So that's disappointing, but it's okay.
I mean, it's never too late to start.
I already have so many interests, so I guess not. Like, I just, like, I really do. Like, I love comic books. I'm like a huge fan of Marvel and DC, and I love Barbies, and I love Star Trek. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, and I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. And collecting. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of wrestling, so much that I got into it. But, you know, so I guess I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'll get back to you. I like NASCAR. I like sports too. Like, I'm just into everything. I just like really never got into those two things.
I gotcha. Now, we love the late great Tracy Smothers on the show.
Me too.
Do you know the acronym for Doug? THUG.
Yeah, T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail.
Because a Doug can't spell.
Yeah, that's right.
Hell yeah.
Of course I do.
We love the late great Tracy Smothers. We're trying to keep the memory alive on the show.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, I was on my way to Dallas. I took the book with me. I was going to a bowl game, the Frisco Bowl, and I had the book with me. And, like, it's by John Cosper, and I think I want to make sure I get this right. So, him and Tracy, I think, co-wrote it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see. He's awesome. He's on Eat Sleep Wrestle. EatSleepWrestle.com is where you can buy it. He's got a lot of great books. Oh my gosh. But yeah, let me look at it. Yeah, it's by Tracy Smothers and John Cosper. And like on the front of the book, it's orange, and it's got him wrestling two bears, and it says, "If you don't buy this book, everybody dies." So I was going through like TSA, and in my bag, like, I had a pair of scissors, and they were huge scissors too. Like, they were like sewing scissors, and I got caught by TSA. It was like 4 a.m, and like they were like tearing my bag apart. And like the first thing that comes out is the Tracy Smothers book. Like, if you don't buy this book, everybody dies. And that was like super inconvenient to be caught by TSA in that moment with that book. and because like obviously like I got flagged for having a weapon, but it was like a huge pair of scissors. But I got to keep my scissors in the book, so it's okay.
And you said you didn't have any bizarre adventures.
Yeah, but that's like not technically like a wrestling road story. Like it's like
It had wrestling elements in it.
it did. It was that one book, but I really do enjoy the book, and it's a great book, and you all should go get it on Eat Sleep Wrestle. John Cosper is a good friend of mine, and he did a great job. And so, yeah, I am a huge fan of Tracy Smothers, Adrian Street, and Chris Candido. Those are like my top big three right now. Of course, the Armstrong brothers, Scott and Brad Armstrong. Big fan of Dr. Tom, the Heavenly Bodies, Jimmy Del Rey, and Dr. Tom Pritchard. I love women's wrestling too. Yeah, so it's just stuff like that. But yeah, I am a huge fan of Tracy Smothers, and of course, I know what the acronym means.
Well, that definitely makes me happy. You would be surprised at how many people I've interviewed that doesn't know the acronym.
Oh my god, no! And they caught it, and you got them catching it live like that. That sucks.
Well, if it inspires them to at least Google him, it's a win.
Yeah, of course, he's great. My trainer worked with him, and so that's how I kind of got into watching Tracy. Right. Was learning more about my trainer and stuff, and so I'm thankful for that. And he's like one of my favorite wrestlers, so it's good. It's been a good little learning journey.
Now, the weirdest question you'll be asked on a wrestling interview: would you ever consider wrestling a Rock? Not Dwayne Johnson, not the country, an actual physical Rock.
Yeah, let's do it. If I'm getting paid the money, I know how to work. I'll make that entertaining.
Hell yeah. Just for context, there's a wrestler named Psycho Mike that indeed wrestled a Rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. That's an Arn Man match that lasts for 2 weeks.
That's right. That's good.
Yes.
I'm telling you, if you know how to work, make stuff entertaining, boom, money. I don't care.
Oh yeah. Alright, on a more serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully signed. I don't know. That's where I'd like to be. I'll definitely be out with a bachelor's degree in electrical and computer engineering. Out of college, hopefully still in wrestling. I would love to be signed to a major company by then. That's where I see myself in 5 years, continuing to get better. I don't, wish poorly for, stuff happens in life. You just got to roll with that. I've obviously had a lot of unexpected events in my life happen. So I want to be 27. I'd still be under 30. There's still so much time. I'd still be young and hopefully just alive, working, not dead, and hopefully signed. Yeah, that's where I see myself.
And possibly ranking the Walmarts of America.
No. I don't know. Walmart's a little bougie now. Like, everything there's kind of expensive.
I mean, everything's expensive right now.
Everything is expensive right now, but it's like, I still enjoy Walmart's. I like to go and buy CDs to listen to in the car because I don't use Bluetooth because I don't want to wreck my car again. So I buy CDs. But yeah, I don't know. Traveling around, that'd be definitely a way to rank the Walmarts, being signed and traveling. That'd be great.
Definitely.
So yeah.
What is a match people should go out of their way to see that best shows off what you are all about as a pro wrestler?
That's a good question. Well, if that one, I think the best match has been my latest match I've had so far, and it's of me and Micah, of course, the Regatta, with Regatta Pro. It should be uploaded anytime soon. The lady does a really nice job. Who does it? Her name's Becky Hicks. She does a really nice job. That one's really good. I really like that match. The one with Kamille is pretty good. I don't think either one with Sue was ever recorded, so those are gone. But the one with Kamille for the NWA Women's title is up, and it's pretty good. It's got a little bit of, I mean, obviously I'm still green, but at that time it was a lot more green than what I was. So there's still elements of it that I hope to one day work with her again, so could have a better match. And that's on me, where I was like so new, but I think that one's a really good match to show off some of my stuff I do. I'm trying to think. There was one match I really liked where I wrestled Judy Ray, but I'm not sure that link is open to the public. Just anything I continue to do more and more recently in this year, I think are good representations of me as a wrestler, because I mean, like, all my matches that I've talked about, there's such big developmental gaps in between each one. They're all really good, but I mean, they just continue to get better. So definitely, if you want to see one, if it gets uploaded, which it will sometime soon, be on the lookout. Would be me versus Micah for the Regatta Pro Wrestling inaugural Women's Championship. I think that's the best one right now. So yeah, I mean, there's still great matches out there. It's just developmentally wise, they're not where they are now. So yeah, that's probably what I gotta say. They're all on YouTube somewhere. I don't upload my own stuff to YouTube, so they're just gonna be under different promotions. Yeah, I've had some good ones with Danny Moe. They're pretty good. I'm trying to think.
And the match with Kamille is on YouTube right now, correct?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It should be there for Appalachian Championship Wrestling.
Okay.
It's got good footage. It's nicely videoed, so it's good.
I will find it on YouTube, and I will put a link to it in the description of the video below, both on YouTube and Castbox. And if the match with Micah is up by the time this is released, I will put that link to that match as well. In the
Right, yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
And,
So,
continue.
yeah. No, I'm just saying, so those are probably like the ones I'd recommend. There's a lot of content out there of me though, and I don't think there's anything out there currently that I don't like that's out there. I think they're all good developmentally wise. It's just they keep getting better, which is obviously a direction I want to go in. So I am thankful for that.
Absolutely. And again, you can find the links to the matches in the description of the video below. For anybody that hasn't seen it, wants to see it, wants to re-see it after this interview. And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom.
Uh-oh.
This is our speed round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
Oh boy. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
Chris Candido.
Worst wrestler.
If anyone was on TV that got over, they're not that damn bad. So I can't answer that one, because anyone that got to wrestle on TV, they've got fucking something. So I don't know if I can cuss. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
But, okay, but they've got something. So I can't answer that. Whether it's marketability or being able to talk or being able to wrestle, I don't have an answer for that.
So you would like the default answer?
What's the default answer?
You have chosen Eva Marie.
No. I love her. No.
I
actually love Eva Marie. Like, she's really like a big inspiration to me. Like, to be like fit and stuff. Like, I really actually like Eva Marie, and she had a great look and like great gear. Like, I can't be a hater. So no, I don't accept the default answer either. That's what I'm saying. You can't call anyone the worst wrestler of all time, because like, if someone was on TV for wrestling, they're there for a reason. So You can't say that either. Go on to the next question. Go.
You're main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
Gosh, I don't know. Like, I would love for it to be someone like Micah, someone that, like, I've been, like, in the ring with, like, on the independents, how, like, people, like, remake off the independents into, like, WWE or AEW. That'd be really cool. Something like that. But honestly, like, anybody, anywhere, just being in the main event would be cool.
If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Still my own. I've wanted to come out to random different stuff before, but like I'm just too dedicated to my own music. I love what Rocky did for me, so Rocky the Ramone, y'all go look him up. He's great. I'll be coming out to that unless I ever get a name change, but I love that stuff. So I love my own music. I can't do that unless I got to come out to like, I don't know. I don't even know what I come out to, but I love my own music, so I can't. Back in Black, when Chris Candido did it, was pretty cool, but like I still love my own music.
Okay. Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is.
I like to keep it. I don't know. I don't want to say it's dead. It's definitely changed. Obviously, I think that kayfabe, being whatever it is a new challenge to wrestlers to be able to outwork the smart marks, or whatever you want to call them. That's like the most commonly known definition. The smart marks are the people that think they're smart about wrestling. It's just another new challenge. So I don't want to say it's dead, but it's definitely evolved into something different.
We would have also accepted taste great on toast.
Oh gosh, no, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Squash, vegetable or fruit?
Isn't it a vegetable? Oh my god, don't tell me it's a fruit.
It is indeed a fruit.
No, I know tomatoes are fruit apparently, but whatever.
It has seeds, so it is tomato logic. But you are a part of Squash Squad, and that means a hell of a lot more. New Japan wrestler Taichi, his ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
Oh, I don't care. Do whatever makes you comfortable, y'all. I don't care. I'd have my butt out there if I wanted. I mean, honestly, like, if you're asking me to answer this question, I've had some gears that show a lot of cheek. So, the French cut. I like my stuff personally French cut, on the bottom. So that's what I'm comfortable in. That's why I like my hips in and stuff. So honestly, for me personally, it's French cut, whatever that ratio is. But honestly, whatever anyone wants, you do it. But I personally like French cut.
Okay. And the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
No. I've never spoke about Darby Allin in my life.
And
for any conversation.
And that's the correct answer.
No, I just haven't. Like, I've watched a couple Darby Allin matches, but I've never like been like the world's biggest fan. Nothing against him. I just really like my old school stuff. So,
hey,
sorry.
Not a lot of people have had conversations about Darby in supermarkets, so you're not alone.
No, I think like if you're like where I live, you're probably going to be having conversations about like Stone Cold or like Hulk Hogan or something, because it's very. I live in Appalachia, so it's going to be very like baseline, old school, Smoky Mountain, whatever people know the best. So I'm definitely not going to be having any new age conversations unless they're like a big, like, current fan of professional wrestling.
I gotcha. And that will conclude this interview. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me.
Woo! Yeah, you're welcome. Of course.
And once again, where can we find all things Reese Ramone on social media?
You can find me on not Facebook, but you can find me on Instagram, X, technically Threads, but whatever I post on Instagram goes on Threads. But you should still follow it and support me. And TikTok, and it's all under Reese Show Pony, REESE Show Pony. Reese Show Pony.
And people could DM you for 8x10s, correct?
Yeah, any merch I do. I want my own site, and I want to do it on Big Cartel. But yeah, you can just DM me for any merch I may have. I'm really particular about my branding, is why there's not a lot out there. So, but when it is out there, trust me, it will be great stuff. But yeah, as of right now, you can DM me for 8x10s. I'm fickle. Like, I just will not release anything unless it's not what I like. So that's why it's taken forever for anything like shirts or anything like that. I'm really, like, particular about it. So yeah, that's all.
I gotcha. And, of course, you don't have to type it into your Google machine. All of the links to all her social media will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox. If her merchandise site is up by the time this has debuted, then it will be updated with that link as well. Simply click the link, a new tab will appear on whatever device you are on. You have no excuse. Buy a damn shirt or an 8x10. Of course, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment. But on YouTube and Castbox, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us next Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews, and follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on X, Thread, and Instagram. Follow me personally at JamesJ993. Okay, when I say wrestling with, you say entertainment, okay?
Okay.
For our special guest, Reese Ramone, Calico Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with
Entertainment. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.